regrets. I'm blessed to say the old me dead and gone away.
Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I am Laon, a certified life coach and addiction recovery coach that teaches you manifestation so then you can manifest the life of your dreams. If you want any help with any one-on-one services, check out the drop box below, soulutionscoaching.org. And I have unlimited texting packages, and I also have custom subliminals that you can get, custom affirmations, and the manifestation straightforward guide if you want to be able to manifest things on your own, but still pick the brain of a coach and have a routine scheduled out for you. Good product to check out. All right, let's dive into this video. I'm sure that you guys are sick and tired of hearing about self-concept, self-concept, self-concept. I'm sure you've heard it all over. You see it in all the YouTube videos. You've seen it on TikTok. It's just nonstop being thrown in your face, and you keep avoiding it. Well, the fact that you keep avoiding it and it keeps being brought up into your awareness tells me you probably should be doing it. If it's something we don't want to do, it's probably the thing that we need to do. I know that's how it was for me. I ignored it for a very long time on my journey, and then finally it clicked like, yeah, I should probably do self-concept, because I continued to feel like shit every single day trying to manifest my desires, and it was like mud or tires in the mud and couldn't go anywhere. I was just spinning like a fucking hamster in a hamster wheel, just running and going nowhere. So I want you guys to break that pattern and not go through the shit that I went through in the beginning and just being stubborn and saying, no, it's not me, it's them. It's you. Let's be honest, it's you. It was me. It's you. We manifest from who we are, how we identify. And we do this unconsciously. Our brain 95% of the time is in subconscious mode. It's in autopilot mode. And when we are in autopilot, that's just based off of our old programming. The programming that we received, it was a nice gift wrapped up in a bow from the ages of 0 to 7, from our parents, our grandparents, our siblings, our schoolmates in grade school, our teachers. Like literally we were just absorbing, like we were a recording studio absorbing all of this information. Between those ages, our subconscious was wide open and took in everybody else's belief. We took in generational beliefs, between our grandparents and our parents, and none of that is factual. None of what they said was suffering or having to work hard to make money. Money doesn't grow on trees. Love is hard. People cheat. Men are unloyal. Women are promiscuous. Women are moody. All of these things that we take in from our environment is not true. It's not a fact. We just believe in it because that's how we were raised to believe in these things, right? But as easy as we took in those beliefs, we can change them. So that's where the self-concept work comes into play. We have identified with these beliefs and allowed them to play out on autopilot anytime that we're doing anything where our conscious mind is, just running wild, thinking about the chores that we have to do today, thinking about how we have to make dinner, thinking about the work that we have to get done and the emails that we have to send. Our subconscious steps in. It steps in by breathing for us. It steps in by blocking out the image of our nose when we're looking at something. It steps in many different ways. It also steps in with those patterns and those beliefs. So when we fall in love because we have the belief that people hurt us and hurt people, then we fall in love, and guess what happens? That hurt person that has baggage that we fell in love with hurts us because they were hurt in the past. That belief of money doesn't grow on trees and we just get a little bit of money and it's right out the window as soon as we get it. Again, our brain goes on autopilot. Even though consciously we want something different to play out for us, just not how it works. So the reason why I want to talk about self-concept and how it's a game changer is because when we change our identity and we start reprogramming our subconscious mind and changing these beliefs that we believe about ourselves, that we believe about others, that we believe generally about men, generally about women, we believe generally about society and our politics and all of these things, our government. When we change all of these beliefs, then guess what happens? That autopilot stage changes, and we actually are able to manifest the things that we want because we'll be more in alignment. So when we receive something, we'll actually be able to keep that something. Okay, makes sense? So we're going to change the beliefs by affirming, having different self-talk. We can change beliefs by visualizing. We can change beliefs by revising them. We can change beliefs by scripting. There are so many methods in how we can change beliefs. Whichever one you want to use, you use, okay? But you don't have to do it. I know we talk about repetition a lot. You don't have to do it from the time you wake up to the time that you go to sleep. You just don't. Our mind is constantly thinking new thoughts every like 30 seconds, maybe every 17 seconds. Like, it's quick. We're thinking like 30 different things within 17 seconds. Try to focus and see where your attention goes. So we're constantly thinking new things. So as random as your thoughts are, we want to kind of rein them in a little bit and have them precise on what we do want. So that's why I like the self-talk method, because it's all over the place, but around the same subject. And that's what I want you to focus on. So say if you're manifesting love and you're changing your self-concept in relation to love, we could have the self-talk of, well, of course I'm worthy because I'm an amazing person. Of course I'm chosen because, I mean, look at me. Who wouldn't choose me? I'm the total package. Now you see, those were all the same things, or that was all the same subject, but different ways of saying it. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to change your belief through the repetition throughout the day, checking in with yourself like, wait, am I chosen? Yeah, I'm chosen. Wait, am I worthy? Yeah, I'm worthy. And this is why I'm worthy. And when you do that throughout the day, not the entire day, just when you think about yourself or you think about your desire, think about it from the end of, how would I think if I had my desire? Well, I'd think that I'm chosen, I'm loved, I'm worthy, I'm feeling really good, I have a whole and healed self-concept. You're going to be thinking like that in your end goal, right? So it's kind of like you want to be present in your 3D. And when you find yourself thinking about your desire, change the belief in that minute. I am chosen, I am worthy, I am loved. Go on a little rampage and then go back into your present moment and doing whatever you were doing. Then the thought comes up again and again. Go on a little rampage. I'm loved, I'm chosen, I'm worthy, and this is why. Then again, step back into your present moment and just be present with the things that you're doing. That's all you have to do, and that's easy to reprogram your mind that way, because when you're trying to robotically affirm and force yourself to think differently, your conscious mind gets really fucking bored and really irritated with you, because it's kind of like, hey, I get it. Fucking stop. And that's when the resistance comes in, because your conscious mind is like, I'm not a fucking idiot. You can keep repeating these things. That's not what's going to happen. And it puts the barriers up. It's like a roadblock you can't get through, because you're feeding it information that it doesn't want to take in. But if you're more playful with it, then it doesn't find it as a threat. See, your mind doesn't want to change, but we can persuade it to change and be feeling safe with change. So that's how you go about reprogramming your subconscious mind through self-talk. Again, there are so many different methods, and it's just about repetition, but not with frustration, not with force, not with, I need to do this to get this thing. I need to do this because I need to change so then I can get this thing. That's not why we're doing it. Be gentle with ourselves. We got to be kind to ourselves and just do this out of, I want to change these beliefs because they're not serving me, and I want beliefs that do serve me. I didn't choose these beliefs to begin with, and I understand that, so I'm going to choose my beliefs now. And it's just coming from that perspective and just growing and expanding as a human, and learning that this journey is about us. We manifest who we are, not what we want. So your self-concept is you. It's you and how you think about yourself, how other people perceive you, how you perceive others, and how you perceive your environment. So if we're reprogramming all of these things about ourselves and changing our assumptions of our environment and our assumptions about other people and how they perceive us and how we perceive them, then our reality begins to change. because now we are a completely different person. We have installed new programming and more updated software into our subconscious mind, and things can change more easily. If we're trying to force our 3D and we're trying to be the old version of us, yet not change, but try to make something happen in our 3D, texting them like, oh, why don't you love me? Why are you with third party? Da 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 da. What do you think's going to happen? They're going to get a fat no, and you're going to get slammed in your face the door of rejection. You don't want that, right? What you do want is to change internally. You be the change, and then everything else will change externally. Okay? Change those beliefs, identify them. I think that's the hardest part, is identifying them. And the way that you identify them is looking at your 3D. Looking at your past experiences. Look at how you feel about money. What's your resistance with money? Think about your mindset and how it makes you feel to spend money. Think about your mindset and how it feels to talk to your specific person if you're anxious or you're insecure. Think about the patterns that have played out. Are you usually blocked? Are you usually rejected and ghosted? Think about these patterns, and then you're able to, go and change these beliefs. Your life is a reflection of you. So look at your life from, 7 and till now, and, begin to write these things down and reflect and realize what you do want to change, what you do want to keep, and things like that. Usually it all comes down to worthiness, feeling good enough, feeling special, feeling chosen, feeling important, and feeling loved. Those are the main things that I have found with my clients and with myself that I needed to work on. And the way that I did a lot of it is the self-talk. I did a lot of revision with my parents and my brother. And I did some visualizations, for my future self. And lots of scripting. Scripting to get clear on who I want to be, what beliefs I do want to have. And that's how I reprogram my subconscious mind. And let me tell you, again, I came from a background of not wanting to do self-concept, and now that I have done it, let me say it's fucking life-changing, guys. Stop brushing it off. Stop putting so much attention on the specific person or on the desire in general, and put it on yourself. You realize how whole you become and how you are the source of your own happiness when you do this work, when you actually heal these wounds, because they are wounds. That's like when you get a cut. What do you do with a cut so it heals? You clean it, you bandage it, and you let it heal over time. You don't just sit there and wipe away the blood and just let it continuously bleed and keep wiping at it. And that's what we're doing by trying to chase things in our 3D. We're not healing the wound. We still have the wound, yet we're trying to go and do things when we're wounded, when we're hurt. How far are we going to get when we're hurt and we're wounded and we're chasing things? We're not going to get really far. So let's do this properly and heal these wounds that we have within us about not being chosen, about not being loved, not being good enough, not being special enough, not getting what we want. All of these things, when we heal them, it's an internal wound that heals. We're no longer bleeding. We are fully bandaged up and we're like a brand new person. Okay? You literally become somebody new because you quantum jump into a new version of you. And because you are a new version of you with different beliefs, different things play out and you become a magnet to all of your desires. Every ex will come out of the woodwork chasing you. All new people will come out of the woodwork chasing after you. Your specific person comes in shortly after, most of the times. Sometimes they come in first, though, I will say. The money just starts rolling in so naturally, you'd even have to lift a finger. The promotions come in, the job opportunities come in. You won't believe how fast everything starts coming in because those resistant levels go down because you're no longer having contrary thoughts because our thoughts come from our beliefs. And you're no longer feeling like shit and anxious every single day to even start your day because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to go wrong today. All of that goes away because you have changed your belief. It's like when a flower grows, it's the root of the flower that keeps it strong and stable. Then it grows up tall and beautiful and really just opens up, and that's when you get the fragrance and everything is just beautiful in life. You are the flower, but you have to change your root system and really get grounded, get stable, and then that's when things change. So I hope that you guys understand how important self-concept is and how much faster everything manifests when you have a whole and healed self-concept. So stop walking around with these wounds and start investing your time and your energy into you. Take your power back, and when you do that, oh my God, your reality shifts. I promise you, your reality shifts. So do this work. Don't miss out on it. Don't skip over it and try to take the shortcut. If you're going to half-ass it, you're going to get half-ass results. So I don't suggest doing that. Trust me, I did it myself. So let's change it. It's all you that we are changing. We aren't changing our reality. We aren't changing them. You're just changing you and your perception of the way that you perceive others and your assumptions about them. Okay? So this work can be really easy and simple if you decide for it to be. Okay? So I hope that this video was helpful. Please give a thumbs up, so then more people can see how important self-concept is and the way to go about changing their self-concept. Subscribe and hit that bell icon. That way you don't miss any future videos coming out. And as always, guys, thank you. You got this.